catch up a lot of things on defense.
Indeed, you're right. Definitely defense has been the issue so far for the Warriors this season. So Afe Alavianu on second down fires this into the end zone, trying to find Milare, but that was in double coverage and a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, he had Salau Kalani as the number 3 guy coming right out of the backfield. He had a one-on-one against a linebacker, but the quarterback decided to gamble and go for it all downfield instead, going against double coverage.
So it's going to set up a 3rd and 9. Ball at the Campbell 28-yard line. The yard to gain is 9 yards to the Campbell 19-yard line. So double wides. Afe Alavianu passing over the middle. And now a late penalty comes in as Millar again was the intended receiver. And now this will bring up an interesting flag here as the refs will have a decision to make.
Yeah, it came from the official on the far sideline, and maybe he saw something. Maybe the linebacker was hanging on to the receiver that was coming on the drag route. That's a possibility, but it remains to be seen as Sean McGarren talking it over with his crew.
And we'll head downstairs to Mr. McGarren.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 44. Half the distance to the goal. Yardage results. First down.
So Taulase Gauteote is the guilty party on that one. So that will give Farrington not only a new set of downs, but good field position, moving them up to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and that Nauteote last name, linebacker, that seems to be that good pedigree there. Campbell got a good one.
So Silao Kalani is the carrier that time, and it's a good positive yards of 3 yards.
Yep, we'll just see here on the replay. Gets a reprieve with the penalty, and now nothing fancy. Just be physical, do what you do best, take advantage of your more physical offensive line against a lighter defensive line on the Campbell side of the ball.
So 2nd down and 7. Afe Alavianu out of the gun. Zion Lista to the right of him. The pass here on 2nd down falls incomplete. Dimitri Schroffs is the intended receiver. Sets up a second down, 3rd down.
Yeah, he was looking at the receiver the whole way, and the pass was a little wayward. It looked like the Sabres had the correct coverage on that play.
So 3rd and 7. Ball at the 11-yard line of Campbell. 9:38 here in the second quarter. Governors trailing the Sabres here, 14-0. As 2 quick touchdowns gets Campbell up on the board early in the first quarter. So Afe Alaviano will be under center. Again, big formation. And penalty comes from the back judge. It's usually a delay of game.
Delay of game. 9 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
And it just seems for Farrington, they just get penalties in the most crucial times on drives, whether it's on defense or offense.
Yeah, you're very right about that, Chaz. And again, this was a 3rd and medium situation. Now you're in a 3rd and long situation. Yeah, the timing is just awful here. Especially, we don't know how good their place kicking game is either if they have to kick a field goal.
So Afe Alavianu here on 3rd down, looking right, breaks and finds some open space, and he dives forward, and it looks like he's going to be close enough to that first down. And 6'1", 278-pounder showing some speed there, but also he's not easy to break down either.
It was a good thing that you mentioned that, Chaz, because I had to really double check that height and weight here on the roster. 6'1", 278. He steps up just kind of like Big Ben does, in Pittsburgh. The smart decision, a very physical runner.
So 1st down here for the Governors as they go big formation. This time to Kalani, and Kalani trying to muscle his way in, waiting for a signal. And no signal, so they call him short.
Yep, look at that line push there. You have the feeling that the Governors are really feeling it. They got the momentum, and they are in prime real estate to score.
So again, big formation. Selau Kalani again gets the ball, but the ball comes out. It's a fumble on the play. Let's see who comes up with it, as Kalani was not ready for the snap.
Oh, definitely the most inopportune time here. And, yep, the down is 3 here. What a break for Farrington, averting disaster.
Oh, my.
Tell you, it almost seems every time they're in position here to make their mark in the game, and Campbell is able to, almost like a rubber band defense, bend but don't break.
So Afe Aliviano will sub back in, and he goes under center, and he goes for the dive, and looks like the push is no good as he stopped at the line. And we got to give credit to Taliese Gauteote on the tackle there.
Yep, he came in middle linebacker, filling the gap, and he came in at the right time, right when Farrington was trying to make a line push. I'm not sure if the linemen are a little tired here. They're running the same play every time. It takes a lot out of them, but they definitely weren't firing off the ball the way they should.
So 4th and 1 here, as no field goal, as Milari is going to be the runner, finds some open space. He sneaks his way in. Touchdown, Farrington. Raymond Millares gets Governors on board, 14-6.
A little bit of a high snap here, but this is what Malari can do here. Twinkle toe right into the end zone, bouncing off Barishnikov style. And, he'll do whatever it takes here. Farrington on the board. We got a new ball game, folks.
And Afe Aliviano is going to be the kicker here. So Chris does it all here for the Governors.
Oh, you could say that. Malari is even holding here.
Aliviano's kick is up and it's good, but penalty before the kick. Let's see what this is all about. It came from the Farrington sideline judge.
Illegal formation. 6 men on the line on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty, retry from the 8-yard line.
So it's an illegal formation called against Farrington. And they're going to have to re-kick this one as they'll pull it back 5 yards. But we'll come back to the kick as we're going to take a quick break. Farrington on the board off of a Raymond Milari touchdown run. Gets them on the board, 14-6. We'll be right back.
Honolulu Disposal Service has proudly served Hawaii since 1967. In the 50 years since then, Honolulu Disposal Service has grown from a 2-truck operation into the largest waste management and recycling operation in Hawaii. That growth has been possible not only by hard work and vision, but also by placing a great value on our employees. We're now looking for new personnel to help us grow into the next 50 years. If you want to join a long-time locally owned and operated company, call 845-7581 or visit us online today.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Ryan Nagano, Chaz Mihara here on the call. And we're definitely happy to have you up here in the press box. As also we want to wish you happy Aloha Friday, wherever you may be in the beautiful Hawaiian Islands. As we're here for the 3rd place OIA Division Open game between Farrington and Campbell. And Campbell up with the lead here, 14-6, as Farrington gets their first score here in the first half, as after a penalty, Afe Aliviano is on to attempt the extra point, and we get another penalty here.
Encroachment. Defense, half the distance to the goal. The try will be from the 4-yard line.
So we'll get another penalty, and this will be kind of back to where we started.
Yeah, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or I'm sure that was a song sometime when I was growing up. But, you know, this is penalties that, you know, may influence, you know, the final result here. This is a crucial extra point.
Afe Olivianu gets a leg into this one. This is shanked off of the goalpost, and that'll be no good, as there you saw there was some power on that kick as the goalpost shook a little bit.
Yep. 1 foot takeoff here, and, you know, it's only a matter of time here with these penalties going back and forth. I mean, this is the end result. Now we're going to have to see Farrington, if they do score again, depending on where we are in the ball game, go and attempt for 2. So, you know, that's going to be kind of an important thing here, but still a lot of ball game left.
Indeed, and I want to say this about Farrington here on that drive. It wasn't pretty, but they got a score.
Absolutely, Chaz. And, you know, you're a fan of, you know, boxing and MMA, so, you know, you always come up with the term or the saying that styles make fights. You know, I don't care what sport it is. You know, when you are the better team, you know, the game looks more fluid and, you know, it has a better flow to it. But when you're the underdog, when you're up against a team that is favored, you got to win ugly. You got to take the favorite team out of rhythm, put them in situations that they do not want to be in or enjoy to be in. And this is what Farrington does. Good job.
As Afe Olivianu gives a little ground ball kick here, as one of the up man is returning it, and he'll get pushed out of bounds on the Campbell sideline, and picking it up was Shazin Torres, one of the running backs here for the Sabres, and he does a pretty good job of getting Campbell into decent territory on the 39.
Yeah, Farrington decided to go with maybe a calculated gamble there by kicking a squib kick here. They do not want to give the ball into Kupa, you know, Atkins, or Atkins Kupaka'a, I should say, Poki'i. You know, he's one of the best return men in the state. So this is one of those things that Farrington did the percentages and decided to go with that squib kick.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Campbell, as we're going to get our first look at Cranston's Kaipo, as he does a pitch here to Atkins Kupuka'a, and Kupuka'a finding his way out of bounds to the 45, and he ran a long way just to get 6 yards there.
Yeah, and, you know, he ran a long way because Farrington was able to stretch out the play here. You know, again, I love the play design here, but the Governors did just enough
Number
here.
3 from Campbell has to be out 1 play for his helmet coming off.
And stuff, and now, you know, things got a little chippy on the sidelines there as they took out, you know, Poki'i, you know, towards the far sidelines. So you can kind of see the body language is a little bit different now here with the Governors. They're playing with some attitude. They're playing with some confidence. A lot of ball game to go. This is test time here as now Blaine Heapa, the freshman, gets back into the ball game.
So 2nd down and 4. Lakatawan will get the give here, and he dives forward close to the 1st down marker, and they're going to say 3rd down.
Yep, this is a simple halfback slant over there, and, you know, decent job by the Governors to shut him down. But I love the play call on 2nd and 4 because out of that similar double stack formation, you can throw that receiver bubble on either side of the field. So they're kind of setting things up for the future.
So double wides. Lakatawan the single setback. Hippo will give to Lakatawan on the left side. Looks like the same play on the left side, and he'll get the 1st down here for Campbell.
The brilliance of this play here, Chaz, is the fact that you can run the same formation and you can run it in fast tempo because you can, it's really layered. You can do 3 or 4 plays off of the same formation. Right now, what they're noticing is that because of the receivers flanking off to the side, it's a light box in the inside, 5-6 people in the box. They're going to end up running.
So 1st and 10 here from the Farrington 48. Hippo throws over the middle, and he puts this one on the money for Poki Atkins Pu'uka'a and the 1st down.
Yeah, you know, for Blaine Heepo as a freshman, this is a pass that he's very familiar with the Lady Park Raiders during the JPS season earlier this spring. It's not a difficult throw for him. And when you're throwing to one of the best athletes in the state, it makes life easier.
So 1st and 10 here at the 28-yard line of Farrington. Hippa to the near side. Oh, my. What a catch. Jalen Hernandez coming back to the football with both hands, cradles it in for the first down.
Yep, and now they can spread the ball around here. And you can see that was from the previous play there. But that catch by Henderson on the sideline is just amazing. Great concentration. He can, you know, tracks down the ball really well. But they're putting the Farrington defense in all kind of tough situations just by the way they line up. It's pure genius here by the coaching staff for Campbell.
So it's going to set up a 1st and goal, as Henderson is the single receiver to the near side. Lakatawan now gets the give as the hole opened up, and he's getting pushed into the end zone, waiting for a signal. And there it is. Touchdown, Campbell. He's in.
Oh, great play here. And this, you know, talking about getting help from your friends here, this is teamwork makes the dream work, right? 2 offensive linemen pushing in Lactoin into the end zone for its 11th touchdown of the year. This is a play in which was, I believe, was illegal maybe around a decade ago. But they allow it now, and it benefits the Sabres.
So Jadon Arola gets a leg into this one. The kick is up, and it's good. So at 5:32, Campbell on board, 21-6 here over Farrington here in the second quarter.
You're talking about a response, Chaz. Campbell really here to play here. They come to play. The response, it was quick, it was lethal, and, you know, they've diversified their offense. You know, Lactoin, he has been a tremendous runner this season, but I love the play calling here from the Campbell staff, using numbers on the outside, numbers on the inside, and basically the ball's gonna be where the Farrington defense ain't. That's basically what it is, and that's the beauty of the spread offense.
Yeah, and I just enjoy watching Campbell go to work offensively. I mean, you just see different types of formations, but they're able to, I think, like you said, put their athletes in positions to be successful and giving them into open space.
And the performance of the freshman Blaine Heepo, who, according to my numbers, has not attempted a play so far this whole season, and now under the bright lights in the elimination game. Just amazing.
As Arola, so send this one into the end zone as Milare was trying to take that one out of the end zone. Will be all for naught, so Farrington will have it 1st and 10 here from their own 20-yard line. There you see our score, 21-6 here. Campbell up on top over Farrington in the 3rd place OA Open Division 3rd place game. Chaz Mihar, Ryan Nagano here on the call, and we're so happy that you joined us wherever you may be, as Farrington gets to come back out here. 1st and 10. Afe Alavianu on 1st down, as he's going to take a shot downfield to the far side as this ball is juggled out of bounds. Poki Atkins Kupuka was the man in coverage there, and he almost came down with that one.
I like how the Governors are unafraid to go against Atkins Kupuka here. They are trying to maximize the amount of plays, amount of targets.
Personal foul, illegal hands to the face, 25 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, yardage results, 1st down.
As I didn't see a flag there, Ryan, but it goes against Campbell, and that gives Farrington some free yards here.
Yep, and, you know, these are the jump starters on the drive here. It could have been 2nd and 10, you know, back near their own end zone, and now they're close to midfield and 1st and 10. So talking about the turnaround.
So Afe Alaveanu will give here to Kalani, and Kalani will be met. And again, that's big number 44, Taliesin Gauteote.
Yep. Again, he's just shooting from, the middle linebacker position, just textbook. And, Naoteote, I wonder if he's the brother or the cousin of Palaie Naoteote of USC. Remember the Mililani Trojan turned Bishop Gorman, All-American. And I tell you, Naoteote as a linebacker, that's some kind of pedigree.
So 2nd down and 11. Afe Alaveanu fires this one in there to Kalani. And he's going to get 4 yards here on the play. And boy, what a throw. And great credit to Afe Alaveanu to stay in the pocket and fired it in.
Yeah, he has a whip of an arm. I mean, barely any type of throwing motion. And he's still able to get that ball out really, really quickly. 6'1", 270 pounds. Not ideal as a quarterback, but he has a rocket for an arm.
And I like your comparison, him to Ben Roethlisberger. I think it's very similar in quarterback style. So 3rd and 6, as that pass was rushed that time for Afe Alaveanu as they were trying to set up the wide receiver out to A.J. Fernandez. But give credit to the Campbell defense for pressure.
Yep, good job by Campbell. You're exactly right. Farrington, if given maybe a second more, had the perfect counter. I thought that A.J. Fernandez had better leverage on the outside against the opposing linebacker. It would have been a good fight for first down if he caught that.
And one of the defense there that was leading it, linebacker Jeremiah Tauai, was leading the pressure there.
Yep, Tauai, he's part of that returning linebacking crew from last year, one of the best in the state.
So we have penalties or whistles before the snap.
Delay of game. 15 on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Mains 4th down.
As penalty goes against Farrington here, a delay of game called, and I believe this is the second one here on Dimitri Schroffs here in the punting unit.
Yep, they just need to get the play off quicker. Organization needs to be better.
As here's the kick, and awaiting it is Atkins Kupuka'a. And he secures this one as Campbell will get the possession here, 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. And with 3:41 to go, that's enough time here for Campbell to get another score and into halftime.
Yeah, the way they've been moving the ball, this is going to be not a problem here. And Farrington now, this is a crucial part of the ball game. You do not want to give Campbell another scoring opportunity. At the same time, you got to be aware of the time, 3:41 left. Does Farrington get aggressive, or could they play some bracket coverage, keep everything underneath, force Campbell to waste time here?
And I'll give you an update on our timeout situation. Campbell has 2 timeouts left, and Farrington has 1. Let's see how both coaches use it here in the last 3:41. So Hippa's pass is complete on 1st down, and the screen is successful. Titus Mokiel Atumalala, one play to the house. Touchdown Campbell, 71 yards.
Yeah, let's check it out here on the replay. This is perfection. Against, he sensed the blitz, but this time here, everything was executed perfectly. You give it to the top receiver on your team, and look at the linemen. They're just firing off the ball. Now, a key component of that is to prevent being a lineman downfield penalty. The pass, when it was caught, had to be behind the line of scrimmage. So they had the proper depth on the drop back. They had the receiver that ran correctly. And, of course, the linemen, they had a convoy, a black and orange convoy going down the sideline.
Arola with the kick. It's up, and it is good. And that adds to the Campbell lead as it's now 28-6. Campbell over Farrington after a 71-yard touchdown pass from Hippa to Mokio. Atimalala. And we talked about, you know, what Campbell would do here with 3:26. A lot of time. One play to the Hale. Touchdown, Campbell.
And we've seen this tunnel screen almost working out for touchdowns in the first quarter for Campbell when they attempted with Akis Kupaka'a earlier in the first quarter. You got to see it here. They had probably some variation as far as, you know, who got the ball, where the ball was going to get caught. It's the same play. It's a high percentage play. It is not it's a tough play to execute because it involves 11 working parts on offense. But at least from the quarterback's point of view, it's a simple throw. It's a high percentage play, and look at the payoff.
So Jaden Areola will get a leg into this one, and this is going to be a touchback. Second one here on the evening, as Farrington will get it back on their own 20-yard line. And with no time really taken off after that quick strike touchdown there from Campbell, they have time here to run their offense with 3:26 to get kind of a bit closer here in the Campbell lead.
Yeah, now you're, you know, down by 3 scores, and, you know, this is an offense that relies on ground and pound, a lot of ball control. So they're going to have to really step out of the comfort zone here, trying to throw the ball downfield.
So Richard Tagataese will get the give, and ball comes out on the turf as Kalani was the runner. Ball came out on the hit, and Campbell says thank you very much, as that was picked up by Tamatoa Mokia Atamalala, the brother.
Yeah. You know, and usually you see Tamatoa playing offense, but, you know, they love his athleticism. So they got him, you know, playing in the secondary, and he comes up with a big play. And Campbell right now here ready to nail in final nails, or pound in final nails, so to speak.
And talk about a turn of events. And right now for Farrington, we have to go back to that saying right now, especially on defense, it's one snap and clear. They got to make sure that they somehow find a way to hold this Campbell offense from continuing the lead here. So Hippa's pass had to throw under pressure. Falls incomplete. Give pressure credit to number 11, TJ Palefe.
Yep, I like what they did here. Now, Palefe is a running back, but they love the speed off the edge here. And what Farrington's doing is they're going to try to put their best athletes on the perimeter. They're going to have to sell out here, put max pressure on the freshman quarterback. But he's listed as a freshman, but he has, you know, that veteran sense a little bit, playing beyond his years.
So Lakatau to the left of Hippa. Short snap. Hippa picks it up, fires to the end zone. And just like that, another touchdown to none other than Titus Mokiao Atimalala.
Yeah, we'll check it out here on the replay. Again, an auspicious start here. Fumbled snap, but Hippo, again, remember, this is a freshman, ladies and gentlemen, and throws it over to Akis Kupaka'a with ease here. He had a beat on the defender. You know, this, Chaz, is the potential realized, right? You know, beginning of the season, the big story of all these transfers coming here to the Eva playing for Campbell. And now you can see kind of, you know, what they can do, especially in that passing game.
So Areola kick is up, and it is good, as that was Poki Atkins Kupuka, as he's in the end zone there for the second time here in the first half, as there you see the lead has grown here for Campbell to make it 35-6. And just about 35 seconds went off the clock here, as we still have 3:02 left here in the first half.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, half a minute and 2 touchdowns. And this is what Campbell can do. This is the Campbell team that beat Kahuku. You know, this is the Campbell team that a lot of people thought on paper could, you know, be a threat to win the OIA, or probably give St. Louis a hard rub once in a while. So, you know, and it all comes from their athletes. They got superior athletes. Now the question was a quarterback. You mentioned earlier 2 quarterbacks taking the snaps this season. Now you get someone talking about calling the reliever off the bench. And they brought in the lefty, and he's paying dividends here.
As Milari unable to get it there on the first try, as it goes off of his pads, as he'll pick it up from the 5, and he's getting up a little bit slow here after the return to the 13-yard line.
Yep, had a hard time trying to gather that ball here, and one thing's for certain, Milari, he's putting everything on the line here tonight. They're giving him maximum amount of touches, targets, carries, returns, and he's not the biggest football player, so 5'9", 158 pounds as a sophomore. Got 2 more years.
Definitely excited to see him grow over the years here for the Governors. As let's see what they do here. 1st and 10 on their own 13-yard line. And Richard Tagataese will get the give here to Milari. And Milari fighting his way forward, and finally will get brought down by 5 to 6 Campbell defenders as he takes him all the way to the 22-yard line, gate of 9.
You mentioned, Chaz, that Milari was shaking up earlier on the kick return. Not a problem, straightens out here, gets the carry, and almost gets a first down. And he doesn't bounce to the outside every time. He's not afraid to go through the middle.
Tagataese under center again. Again, the give will go to Milari, and Milari will get enough here for the first down to the 25.
Yep, we'll check it out here on the replay. Again, just straight up the middle. And, it's good to see the lineman there for the Governors coming back up there. That was Raven Aipopo Fui, 5'6", 250-pound sophomore. It looked like he got rolled up upon by his own player.
So make it 1st and 10 after the Milari 3-yard run to get the first down. Tagataese again will give on the outside to Milari, still fighting his way. Well, will get brought down for a loss after he was trying to break off of a 3rd tackle there. 1-yard loss.
Yeah, good job there by Bryson. Bryson Tuisalo'o, 6'3", 280-pound senior defensive lineman.
So 2nd down and 11, minute 30 left here in the first quarter. Farrington still only has 1 timeout left, but they're back at their own 24-yard line. So Tagataese. First pass of the evening is short, and they'll give him the catch, as that was Kalani, and they'll set up a 3rd down. I want to say that ball was tipped at the line.
Yeah, that was a good possibility because it seemed like the ball kind of died down in the last second. So you're right on the mark. I think it was tipped.
So 3rd and 8 here from the Farrington 27-yard line. 40 ticks left here in the first half. 35 to 6. Campbell up on top. Tagataese's pass is complete. This is caught, and getting the first down. That's Dimitri Schroff on the reception.
Yep, 6 feet, 217-pound senior as a tight end there. Tamatoa Mokia Timalala went for the gamble. He went for the interception, but good job by Farrington. They're able to take advantage.
Tagataese has to escape out of the pocket. Now running with it. Nice block as he dives forward. And that's a rush there of 9 yards. As that will look to be the last play of the first half, but ending on a positive note there for Farrington as they were able to slowly get things going.
Yeah.
Timeout, Farrington. Will the timer please put 1 second up on the play, on the clock? 1 second on the clock.
And very interesting. Farrington will call a time of 1 second left here, Ryan.
Yep, again, you know, that was some good edge pressure there by Campbell's number 25, J.O. Lavea, 6'1", 225-pound edge defender, a junior, forces Tangataese to step up and get, you know, get a couple yards gained.
As this will give us some time here to go over some first half stats. I'm sorry, as Afe Alavianu is for 15 yards. Kalani rushed for 24 yards, and Malari with 11 yards receptions. On the Campbell side, Hippa, 198 yards here in the first half for 3 touchdowns. Lakatong with 2 rushing touchdowns for 68 yards. And Mokiao Atimalala with 1 touchdown reception, 94 yards here in the first half.
This is the Campbell offense that I think myself and a lot of people were expecting, you know, in the beginning of the season. They got so much weapons, especially in the outside. You know, it's all about finding that quarterback, too.
So Tagaese, the pass is complete, but getting brought down for a loss. That's E.J. Lua, as they're trying to set up a second throw there, and that's going to take us into the half.
Yeah, they tried to use some trickery here, but good job by Campbell. They weren't going to be denied there. I think that's Peter Manuma, number 6 there.
So that's the end of the first half. Campbell up 35-6 here in the third place OA Open Division game. Ryan Nagano, Chaz Mihar. We'll be right back here at halftime. Go get some food. We'll be right back here on Stadium Stars Sports.